This is a story about the first week of my teaching career. I have a lot of students who major in education and they go off and become high school teachers, and they get a whole lot of training. They take classes in how to teach, and they observe teachers in the schools, and they do practice teaching supervised by experienced teachers. And this takes a few years. None of that happened to me. What I got was, okay, you're going to start teaching. I just come into grad school, and one of the ways that they financially help the grad students is they give us teaching assignments. So I thought, whoa, I'm going to start teaching, and yes, you are. So I just did one class. It was a class called rhetoric. I was supposed to teach students how to write. I thought, well, maybe I could do that, and also how to do public speaking. That was terrifying to me. In my whole life, I had never been a successful public speaker. I had only done it a few times. I think in my freshman year, I had taken some kind of class like that, and that was almost the total amount of speaking in public I had ever done, and it was not something I had any competence in whatever. So here's your book. They said, here's a sample syllabus. Off you go. So I was talking to some people that had done a little bit of teaching, and they said, well, you want to do is you want to start off with a speaking assignment, and what you want to do is have them interview one another, put them in pairs, have them interview one another. That'll take an entire period. In fact, for the first time you meet them, just read the syllabus and then say dismissed. That's all you really have to do. I thought, wow, you mean the first day I don't have to do any teaching? No teaching required. Just read the syllabus, dismissed. Well, yeah, I can do that. Second day, you put them in those pairs. Whole period, they interview one another, prepare for the speeches that they're going to have to give. No teaching required. I thought, geez, I can do that too. Third day, they start giving their speeches. No teaching required. And I thought, geez, maybe somehow I can keep this going. I can go the whole semester, never have to teach. So I do that first day. I am so scared. I'm afraid my knees are going to tremble. So I do it. I stand behind a wooden podium and I wear baggy pants just in case anybody sees my legs. Maybe they won't actually see the trembling of my knees. I read the syllabus. I say dismissed. Everybody's happy. Away they go. I thought, well, that worked out pretty good. Second day comes and I tell them, okay, we're going to do this intro speech thing. You're going to interview one another for the whole period. I put them in pairs. They seem cool with this. I sit down back at my desk. They're buzzing away, interviewing one another in their pairs, and I realize this is really boring. I mean, for me, this is really boring. I'm just sitting there watching people talk to one another, and this is going to go on for 50 minutes. So pretty soon, I pull out my notebook and I open it up, and I just start writing. I'm a writer, and boy, when I do that, I just zone in. I grew up in a big family. I never had any privacy. I really learned how to read and write, even if there's a bunch of people around me. I can just zone in, and I'm in my little world. And I'm writing. I'm, thinking about characters and fiction and dialogue and things like that. And I completely forget where I am. 50 minutes goes by. Well, typical American students, they're not gonna stay there longer than they have to. So they're looking at me and I'm paying no attention to them up in the front of the room, and they start, packing up their backpacks and things like that. And this is a change in sound. The buzzing, talking has gone away, and there's all these packing noises, and it kind of comes in. I get it. It's something different, and I look up and I see something I've never really seen before, which is 25 pairs of eyes, all of them staring right at me, waiting for me to make a decision. And it scared me. I went, huh? Like that, and I just fell over. I fell over completely. I hit the floor. My legs are sticking up in the air, and the students go, like, they're afraid I'm dead or something, and then I jump up, I'm okay, and they just laugh. They just burst into laughing. It's just hilarious. It's just hilarious to them. There's one thing I learned from this. Um, those students liked me better after I fell over. If you fall over, even in public, if you do something humiliating in public and you're cool with it, people think it's funny. It's like you're a human being, they're human beings. And after that, no matter how badly a speech went for a student, I could always say, well, at least you didn't fall over. That's my recommendation for brand new teachers. On the first day, just fall over.